setup. Here we go. So as you can see, it works. All right. Also, technically, this screen is on the other side, so I have to turn around to see stuff. Does this actually work? I'm curious. Oh, I can apparently bring up my own stream here. Can I like bring up chat? First, I'm gonna remove the sound because I'm not gonna want to hear myself. Oh, I joined the conversations using phone. Brilliant. Yeah, that's not gonna work. That's the issue I have. All right, I guess we're gonna have to try and do this way. I'm basically just gonna do like 60 pixels font size and keep it all the way up to my screen. There we go. Is my camera out of focus? Like, hold on, doesn't it have like an autofocus? Should focus. Is it focused now? Yeah, it's focused now. Brilliant, it's focused. Whoa, that's awesome. That is awesome. God, I should like having two phones from my perspective is just unnecessary. But right now, I feel like that would be a brilliant thing to have. Yes, we're gonna build a bonsai. Basically, when I was at the Lego convention, I actually got 25% off because I got the VIP ticket, which basically is 25% off from the store and 1 hour earlier than everyone else. Well, everyone without a VIP ticket, which was actually a lot of people. So I managed to buy this thing for just building by my own. It's a little stormtrooper mech. A London for my sister, and Droideka, and a serene garden, plus the bonsai. So I have 3 big things to build. And today we decided to do the bonsai. Mostly because the serene garden is a big build, so I kind of want to like wait with it, but I don't want to like decide for myself. So that's why I had a little vote on Twitter what I should be building for something. So yeah, it was a 50-50 with the garden and the bonsai. So I decided the bonsai because the garden is a big build. But this is actually gonna be fun. Also, I have a reason to use my wireless mic again. I've been using that a lot by the convention because I did film a lot. I did a lot of vodding. I have yet to actually publish it. I'm still editing it a bit. But otherwise, it is gonna be up there soon. Sometime. At some point. But yes. Also, I'm having like, I don't really have the best chairs for this. I could probably should I bring my, I'm gonna bring my gaming chair. That might be a bit like nicer to sit in. Plus, this chair kind of feels like low, like me, really, really low. There we go. This is a bit better. I don't know where they got this Lego from, but like it has not been handled. Well, it's been handled enough. As I can say, like there are like scratches on like things and stuff going on. So it feels like over packaged or something. They basically just decided to bring this because no one wanted it. So what's kind of nice with this bonsai is that you can either have the green bonsai or the cherry blossom bonsai, which when you look closer at it, kind of looks ridiculous because it's basically just flowers and pink frogs, which I think kind of looks more funnier than the green one because the green one kind of looks like a bonsai. But yeah, the serene garden and the bonsai are actually two things, or two Lego things I really wanted to get. Because I do like some different Lego things, like Lego City and other things, especially like when it piqued my interest. I think like one of the last one got was like the Super Mario, because that was actually really interesting, like a little game thing at the same time. But also the Haunted Mansion, but that was because there was a lot of things you could do with it. There was like little secret things and stuff like that. But I do really enjoy as well like these decorative Lego builds as well. Like they have been really fun recent time. The droid Deca I bought because that is one of my favorite droids from Star Wars actually. Wait, did I? Ah, there it is. I was looking for this thing. I was looking for the book. You should sort of been able to see because I did actually mirror the camera. So why it is kind of like wonky angle is because it is technically in this angle, sort of, but like I have mirrored it so you can see in my perspective. But yeah, there's like a 30%, so 30-degree angle or something. This is gonna be interesting. Everything is just brown and green here. We're gonna build the bonsai and just talk about stuff. I'm looking over to chat sometimes because my chat is over there by like 3 meters or something. The Lego Bonsai Master. Wait, there is actually, holy shit. Difficult to see probably for you, but there is like a image of a dude just building Lego bonsais. Yeah, he could definitely bring some to me, to be honest. Plants from plants element in this set. So apparently these plastic ones, and like the brown horns, which I don't know in which bag, is apparently made by plants. Huh. I think. Wait. Building a more suitable future for children. Currently, more than 80 Lego elements, including trees, leaves, and brushes, are made from plant-based plastic. Well, that's fascinating, actually. I'm not going to complain about that. That's actually really cool. Okay, so first we need the first bag, which I'm guessing is this thing. This is the first bag, yes. Away with you. I have so much shit here right now. I'm glad I have this big table now because that thing makes things a bit easier for me. Also, you should be able to like see kinda like where the edge of my table is towards all the way over here. So there is a like big space for me to build at. So you still can see stuff. So we have the first bag with a secondary smaller bag. Didn't they used to have like everything in the same bag in the old days of Lego? I can understand why they do this because it makes it simpler to organize your build. But to be honest, like, does that really matter? Building is what's fun, so a bit of chaos doesn't really hurt anybody. Hopefully you can see quite well. I'm looking like over to chat and the video because there are some points that the camera might just freeze, which is not often, but it could happen. Because I'm using my phone as a webcam and it has a tendency to like heat up a bit. There we go. But yeah, that's because I don't really have a DSLR camera which has a video function. I have a camera, but first of all, that means that I'm gonna have to. Hold on. Oh, I did it on the wrong side. Okay, that was confusing me a bit. I was on the right side first. I was for some reason a bit confused which was like the right side here. It was not supposed to be on the long side. It was supposed to be on the short side. There we go. But yeah, so it would be like good if I had a DSLR camera that is like either wireless and could film and stuff because that would make things a bit simpler. Is that a priority? Definitely not, because the camera I have is working, it is wonderful, and I've had it for many years. It's been my trusty partner whenever I'm photographing, which is actually really quite often. Or at least often when I'm not at home, we say. So like, for some reason I have re-photographed a lot when I was down in Karlskrona, because for those who knew, I have been studying down in Karlskrona for 3 years, all the way up to last year. And yeah, I took a lot of photographs, and even though I took like the same way many times and stuff like that, like I did still photograph a lot of things like over and over again, but differently. But yeah, for some reason they actually came out really good. Here at home, I don't know. The only thing there is like trees and acres everywhere, and they don't really change. I don't know. I don't really photograph too much here at home. But I do a lot of photographing. I am kind of proud of my photographing. There was actually a dude when I ate breakfast the second day I was down this weekend. There was a dude who actually asked me if I was professional. Because yes, I do have a camera bag because I have a few different lenses, and I have like my camera in it and other stuff like cleaning and whatnot. But he also asked that because I don't know if he was running the store or owned it or something. But basically, they were gonna do a summer menu and they needed to take pictures. I didn't take their pictures, they were mostly just wondering. I did say that I am not a professional, I do not work as a photographer. This is merely a hobby, and I just take photo of different things. Mostly animal and nature, because well, nature, things that is not controlled, if we say so. Like, I don't do portraits, I don't do of items really. Like, I can do of a city square, I can do of a lake, I can do of like fountains and stuff, because they are like there, they are their own thing, and they are not like controlled in a way. Like, what I mean by control is like when you photograph, like for example, a person, you basically can shape, well, tell them like what sort of stance they should have, what they're gonna do, how they're gonna look, what if they're gonna have like a costume or something on. Like, I don't know, I don't like photographing like that really, because it's too much control. I like just like the chaos of the beauty of chaos, if we say so. Like, I don't know if that makes sense, but it makes more sense for me. But that was actually kind of interesting, because the first time actually someone asked, "Oh, you're actually working as a photographer?" Like, no. But I can say, like, as I said, I am proud with my photography skills. Can I say that? I can't really say like ultimately good things about me. I can say I'm good, but calling it like skills is like feeling like I am just great at it, which I'm not. But I have in the past been able to. This was odd. They don't. Oh, they do fit. It's just very tightly. Okay. In the past, actually had some of my pictures on a exhibition. One was at a website with photography magazine, and yes, like this is not like 24 of these. God damn, I'm gonna use 24 of these things around this whole plate. Damn. Um, but yeah, like I was 1 out of 500. So for anyone that is like, "Oh, you had an exhibition. How good were you?" Like, I'm 1 of 500. I'm not the best, but I managed to get up there. I'm the 1 of 500 top photographers. So I've had one in a magazine or digitally on their website, one at a digital exhibit, and one still in the digital exhibit, but it was actually physically shown on a screen in Stockholm. Which, with my lovely parents' help, I actually managed to get there one that year when it was, and look at it, because well, I was a bit proud of it. It was there. I'm basically uploading like most of my photographs I like, and whenever I feel like trying to do like a little contest, I do upload them to Guru Shot, which is basically an online photography competition game. Completely free, but there are things you can pay for, which does help a bit with like exposure of people seeing you. Because the more times you do things like that, like the more people will be able to see your photograph, which it's kind of like a pay to win kind of thing, yes, but it does work without it as well. Like I have not spent that much money on that, but and I managed to like get all the way up to like the second or third to last level of that game. Because the last rank you can get to is the Guru one, which basically allows you to create these competitions yourself. So yeah, I have a lot of pictures out there. I can't really link that right now because I am not by my computer, I'm by the table. So it's gonna not be that easy to write things in chat. I can respond to chat, but not really write. If it's like something like a shout and stuff, I'm gonna have to like actually move my ass. What are these? Why do we have? Wait, we have tires. These are. Oh my god! I know what these are for. These are not tires. These things. These things. I don't know. I hope you can actually see it. It's difficult for me to see what you see. These things are gummy. They are basically like Lego tires, but they are not for tires because I have these things. These are feet of the bonsai plant thing, and because they are gummy or rubber, actually, I should probably say, they actually stick and they don't slide around like this thing would do. Like if I do this, you see, it's not as easy as this. That's actually pretty clever. Oh shit, I didn't think of that. That is actually neat. I was so confused why I got tires because yeah, I did see something that kind of looked like them, but I understand how are they gonna stick to the Lego build? No, they're gonna stick to the table so your Lego build doesn't just roll around everywhere. That's actually kind of fancy. I did not even remotely think of that. That is actually neat. There you go. Oop, just checking that the camera's still working. As I said, it's not the easiest to see all the way from here. But I'm just enjoying it, just sitting here building. Like the plant pot here for the bonsai is actually really nice looking, even though it's just like a square. Whoever designed these shits are wonderful, really good at that. I'm not gonna say anything. Like at a convention, I saw so many builds. I can't even like. I don't know what to say. They were way too good for their own best. Like I saw a Tatooine that was basically a 2-year build, like around a 2-year build. I think it was that 2 or 3 years. I don't know. And it was so goddamn detailed. It's as he said, like he basically watched the movies a few times and we just discussed like that means you're just gonna have to like play, pause, play, pause, play, pause. I was like, that's basically what they did. They had to just play and pause the video all the time just to see where everything was. Then we had like two different, like one of the 90th century or 900th century. That's what it's called, not like 90 because that's way too modern. Which was like a medieval castle and stuff. And like he's as I said, he has done that for like 2018 or something, 17, I don't know. As I said, he didn't do that for like each day. Every day was a lot of planning and a lot of now and then when he feels for it, which makes sense. But that was still an amazing build. And then we have another one that is kind of like twice the size of that one, which is I'm not gonna lie, like, I was flabbergasted by many of the builds there because they were so amazing looking. Like there are some pictures I've already shown on Twitter. I don't remember which ones I've shown. I know I've shown the one of the medieval one because of the if people want to play D&D on this thing. Because not gonna lie, like building things for D&D is gonna be a pain in the ass after a while because you're gonna have to build, rebuild, and like you're doing that all the time. That's not gonna be fun. But actually having something like that prepared and just do it, that just feels like a hell yeah moment. So I have seen some amazing builds. Even me, what met and met, I did see two apparently builders that was invited as speakers that came from the Swedish Lego Masters, which was kind of fascinating. And one of them apparently built a zombie apocalypse roadway. He said he was gonna build like it bigger, and he has still had some things bigger at home. But from it build from that little road thing he did there, it was actually kind of good looking to be honest. Like that's insanely good to be honest. The other guy, his partner, showed like how to do moving Lego builds. Not like with a Technic thing, like for those who built with Lego Technic, they have like these small cogs. Not like those because those are like very more like fine tuned and stuff. They were using like the splat cogs, which is like looking like this thing, but like with splash notches outside of it, and just explaining how to make things spin around. Which yeah, like it is Lego. Like I'm pretty certain it was more or less like, oh, could you like show kids how to do things like this? And like, yeah, sure. For me, it was just like, oh, okay, that's kind of easy for me to understand. But for a kid, that is just wonders. But I'm not gonna say anything. As I said, like I got flabbergasted by most of the builds there. So like I might not be a kid. I'm childish, but I'm not a kid. But even I am just like, yeah, this is impressive as hell. Good work. I don't know what more to say. If I ever like had a lot of money, I might just like try to do something like that one day. Just build some big ass Lego stuff just for the fun of it. Ah, there we have. I was looking for two dark brown things to put on this small thing. I hope this video is good enough though, because I can't really like zoom in too much, and if I zoom in too much, my like work area might just be this small. Right now it's like this big, which is very good, but it might just be difficult to see than what I'm mostly doing. Ah, over here. It's a bit difficult, like there's many small details here, but we still have these small things over here. Which is kind of no, I don't understand why they don't like have the big things here, like at least these things, and small things over here. There we go. I'm thinking, if I'm not mistaken, we are building the trunk of this thing. It's gonna be a thick dump trunk. Trying to remember how to actually speak English as well. Oh, that also reminded me that for some reason I was very good at just taking that away from my mind, because something I never have done before is recording shit in public. The only time I actually did it public was basically when I was taking a coffee break, basically, or a tea break, or whatever you could call it, at a coffee house. Because I just needed something to drink, and it was like a few hours until I went to the hotel. There we go. I think this is the trunk. There you go. And yeah, basically, I was sitting outside speaking to my phone with people walking around. Something that just hit me, even though it should have hit me much earlier, is that I have never fucking done that before. I have never recorded in public. There was someone actually did ask if I record, like was gonna be quiet. I just said like just continue talking. Like they were talking to each other. Like I'm just casually recording. Don't mind me. Like I am not professional or anything. But I did get a half-assed interview with one of the builders who had built a gyro. I don't know what to call it. Like he had made an electrical orb of like a mesh orb that had a mesh orb within it, with a mesh orb within it, with a mesh orb within it, and all of them were rolling in different angles. One was rolling left, one was rolling up left, one was rolling right. Like it was insane. At that point, it was only half working, which, as I said to him, it cannot be easy to make that thing work anyway. So like it's still impressive how that thing works. I must have missed something. Yeah, I have missed something. I missed this thing. There you go. I only saw the upper half, so I was a bit confused which I missed. So I got a little half-assed like interview with him. Otherwise, I basically just filmed everything that was in there, except for like the Lego pit and the store, because one half was like exhibition of many different Lego builds, and one was basically like store and like just a bit like little fun things. Wait, where are you actually? Oh, okay, you put it. I thought you were putting it on here, but you're actually sticking it on the plate. Okay, this is gonna be nice though. I sometimes consider getting like a plant in here, and I'm still kind of considering it. But I feel like having like a Lego bonsai and little tranquil garden is still like something for me that just brings a little more in here. My sister has a lot of plant in her room, and for some reason the green actually kind of fits in there. It's kind of nice, but holy crap, there's a lot to take care of with those things. I did the thing again. Hold on. For some reason, I want to like have this thing pointing this way, but if I do that, I can't put this thing as that, which is for some reason I don't know why. I want to just put it wrong all the time. Now we're gonna have the thing that's gonna be stucking on the bottom part there, and two more of these. I don't know what to call them. Like everything has some sort of part name, but I don't know the names. But why I started thinking about like doing D&D with Lego, or like why that would be such an interesting thing, was that I followed some people that was basically recording like game night sometimes. And sometimes they play like battle games, like such as Warhammer, Newman, Necromunda, I think it was called. I'm trying to remember the name of it. And basically they had done one game. I don't remember what the name of the game was, but they had basically played it with Lego. So that's why that thought of just D&D with that was just an idea, because I own a game that was kind of interesting, which is a battle game, and yes, with those you kind of need models, and they are not easy to make nor easy to get, or at least price as well. So I just realized when I saw that, as like, holy shit, that is a smart ass idea to actually save money, because basically their armies were like, there was not just like one person per one person. They had like squads, which means like a little base, kind of like the size of this thing, was basically, or kind of the size of that. I think it might have been bigger, or it was that size. Had like 4 people, and 4 people were just. I don't have anything like that. It was like one by one Lego piece, but like a circular one, not like the brick one. And they had that as a little army. I just thought like that is insanely smart, especially when you can't get like the armies or don't want to deal with like the painting and stuff, because that is just a budget thing to do. But they still had it looking very good, especially when they had cars and tanks, because it looked like cars and tanks. And the armies was basically different colors. It was like you have the feet, you have the body and the uniform color, face color on the little dot up there, and then like a barrette kind of dot up there. And then the other one was basically an angle one. I don't have an angle. Yeah, I have an angle one, like this one basically, which has a little angle. So you just put something like a little black thing here as like a submachine gun or something. Like it worked. I don't know why, but I'm just like amazed by stuff like that because it's such an extremely simple way of doing it, but it still works. And like that is something I've learned from like doing a lot of. Hmm, that's interesting. Am I missing a piece? Oh no, hold on. I feel I'm missing something. Oh, I am missing something. I was kind of confused because I knew that I'm gonna put these angle things, these things, on the side here, but I couldn't reach it. I can't reach this because I was missing some parts. Ah, this thing actually sticks really well. Holy crap. And yeah, like as I was about to say, like I studied digital graphic, especially the game digital graphic. And something I got to learn there is cheat a lot. Basically, you're gonna make a big ass world. It's gonna take data. Make the things that you see the best things, and the other things you don't see just capable of being there. Trying to figure out how I'm supposed to. Oh, okay. I was thinking the wrong idea. There we go. And that's kind of the same thing there. What did they do? They played a game, same rules, same everything. Everything was working. What did they cheat with? The standees. Did it work? Yes. Do you need to do more than that? No. I'm not gonna lie, I just feel like just see if I can find small parts in my own Lego box and see if I can make stuff like that. Because, as I said, I own one of those games. It's called Frostgrave, which is basically like a little mage battle thing, where you are a mage controlling some soldiers. That is basically. Hold on, I'm gonna see. I'm missing some shit here. It's only one of those. So you mean I'm gonna put one of those here? Oh, okay. And then you have like archers and stuff like that, and you're gonna just find the treasures and stuff. And I've wanted to try and play that at some point, but yeah, I don't have this standees and stuff, which makes things a bit harder. I have a 3D printer, but it also is not the easiest to make the small things there. Oh, also, this is one of the things that is apparently made of plant plastic. Oh, it's actually bendable plastic. It's like a rubber plastic. Huh. It's a really fascinating idea. I'm not gonna lie about that. So Lego is like, I don't think there are many grown-ups that ever gonna grow out of building with Lego. Because we have those as that is like me that just builds. We get things like this and we build. We don't give a damn about what people are saying. Like what we're building, we're just building by the instructions because we like how they look or how they work. And then we have those who basically build using the like imagination and all random ass parts. No, like which is just becomes absolutely fascinating. Did I do? No, I actually put it to the right place now. Huh. Okay. This is actually really like it's really rugged and weird looking. But I have had a bush that was basically supposed to be a bonsai, and I know that around the trunk area, it actually becomes very like weird and chunky. So that's actually kind of interesting. It really does look like a bonsai in a way. Like, sure, the mix of like brown and like light brown and everything just looks kind of, in a sense, odd. And yeah, you can like kind of see the cyan part in there. But for what it is really nice and well done. It's a really nice design. Hold on. So that's gonna be there. And you're gonna have the smaller one over here with that point sticking out. Okay. I take this one. Like the funny part with this one is like I have built Lego for a long time, and I know many of the builds are basically like, oh, we're gonna make it even. Like we're gonna make that even. Like this, for example, it's even. Like you have even here, you have the evenness around here, like the evenness and the down here, and then we have this thing. Nothing here is even because it's not meant to be even. So now I just have a random part up here that's probably not gonna be anything or too much like holding things up, but then this part is just meant to be ragged. Or it might hold something up. Oh, it actually is holding something up. My bad. But still, it's really fascinating. Like, yeah, I always gonna love Lego. Doesn't really matter what for starting for something. Oh, look at that. We have now a backplate. Oh shit! It actually keeps gonna keep these two together. Because the only thing kept them before was this part here, and now this whole back part is keeping it together. Oh, that's cool. Okay, now we're gonna use make the branches here, or some branches. I don't know what these things are yet. I think that's gonna come afterwards, because I haven't really used this thing either. I don't know if I'm gonna need to use this thing. What is this supposed to be? Is this like a flashlight or like a magnifying glass? What did people decide this like design this thing for? I'm a bit confused by that. Also, this lighting is good because this is natural light. I have the window there. I need to open it up because it's really soggy outside. But it's like 24 degrees outside and inside. Because these latest day it has been nothing but just. Oh shit, I only need 3 of these. Okay, wait, is this an extra? No, okay. Doesn't matter because one is gonna be over here on the back side. One is gonna be on the front side, so they're gonna be looking like that, and this one is gonna look backwards, something like this. Huge things. Ah, now we have one that is gonna be this thing that actually does that. There we go. Okay, that's where it's gonna be. Then we have these two things which I had before, which is gonna. I have no fucking idea. Well, oh, okay, okay. These are like wines or something. So one is gonna stick up here, go underneath this thing, around the whole thing, and put itself on this little lamp slash like magnifying glass slash whatever it is. The other one is gonna go on the other side of the upper part of the trunk, go the same way and down to this thing as well. Okay, that's kind of interesting. Does actually bonsai have these kind of wines? Because bonsai is mostly this small. So how does these even like work? Here we go. Now we have actually this. So we're gonna do this one. It's gonna be like this, which is gonna be working like this, I guess. Ah, there we go. You can still, yeah, just making sure because as I said, I know like sometimes it's kind of weirded out. Wait, hold on. So if I put it like this, yeah. But if I put it like this, then it's gonna be the wrong way around. No, wait. If I put it up, oh no, it's the right way. I don't know why that image confused me. For some reason, I was like, how is that gonna work? But I was thinking the wrong way. Like I just need to put this up, not downwards. And then oh, I have another one of these like horn things. Cool. The other one is gonna be put inside here where this cyan part is and point downwards, more or less keeping everything together and hide the cyan part down there. That's cool. And then we're gonna put it on this. There we go. We have a bonsai. We have something. We have a little bonsai trunk, and then we have some extra things. There we go. So I'm gonna put the extra things here because, as I said, I'm gonna just see what I can do with that later on. And now we're 50. Hold on. You mean there are 50 of these things in here? These things, like these small dots, they are 50 of these bastards in there. And the instruction says open the bag, open all the other bags, and just shake it all around because this is not gonna be built. This is dirt. I just got a bag of Lego dirt. I'm not gonna lie, I am astonished by that. It says it's like supposed to be 4 bags of these and just blend them all together, but there's a bag of 2 different things. Also, these were the caps I was talking about. Like, if you take one of these green ones, it's really difficult for you to see, I guess, but like, it's a little like, there's like just even on top, there's not a lot of knob. And it's just like, it kind of reminds me of like a military beret or something. That's what people used as like the things when I watch the game thing. But okay, I'm gonna do what they asked me of, just hauling ass in there, closing the bag, and just starting randomly do this. There is approximately 200 of these things in here because there are 4 different colors with 50 each. And apparently, this is just dirt. I love that. I don't know why, but just the thought of, oh, you're not gonna stick this to anything. This is just gonna be Lego dirt. It's kind of a funny thought. Like, what in the world did they think? Also, now I can understand why they have the like rubber thing down below. Whoop! Jesus. Because if they didn't have that, just think of just moving this shit around all the time and just like all these little things just fucking falling everywhere. There's 200 of these things. I have dirt. My bonsai here now have dirt, and I cannot turn it around to show you because everything would fall out. I basically just pour the shit in there. It's a way though to do it. Ooh. Hey, wait, Ayo. All right, the under part of this. So basically, this is the bonsai part, but from you can see on this thing, it also have the wooden part. But it also tells me here, either I can do the green one, the pink one, and the thing. So basically, what this is I am done. I am done with the main bonsai. Now I can decide, do I want the extra thing? Yes. For first of all, I am gonna do the grass one. Because for first of all, I want this to be like the green grass thing. I am gonna do the pink one as well, this cherry blossom, because if I want to change it. But I want the green one for now. And I am gonna do the under part as well, because it really looks good. We're gonna do the 4th bag here. There we go. And yeah, these one were also the gummy plastic, or the bendable plastic, which is the it also smells like plastic, which apparently is plant-based. I know that Lego tried to make something like this. I don't know if it was this one or if it was something else, but they tried to make an alternate plastic which did not work, and I don't know if it was this one or it was something else. I'm a bit uncertain about that. This is gonna be fun. Everything has the same shade of green. So trying to find, I'm gonna move this further in. I don't know if you can see it now, but like it makes so you can see my hand a bit better. Okay, so we're gonna do this. Is everything gonna be like this? Because it only says 1. And I'm gonna have another one of these green things. And then I'm gonna have one of these hands. I used to call them droid hands because I used to have them as droid hands. Where are you? Oh, you're gonna be put up there. Okay. So it's gonna hide this little thing, which is also a frog. I love, like, what do you need? Oh, we need something that is uneven and just looks like a, oh, hold on. What are you saying? All the leaves. Yes, there are all the leaves. There's so many leaves. Like, there is all leaves. We have leaves of these things. We have these leaves. We have these things that are flowers. And then we just have green. There is green everywhere. It's just green. But yeah, for example, underneath this thing here, this thing is just supposed to be like an unevenness of the bonsai. What did they decide? Oh, let's just make a frog. They put a frog up here. This this build has probably have more frogs than any other build. It's not even a joke. All of these light pink things in here are frogs. Just frogs. I don't know why, but that's just insane for me. It's just a complete, utter insanity. Hold on, what did they? Oh, I thought these had the crosses in here, but it was not. So I was wondering, like, how does this even fit? If the cross is supposed to be put outside, that's because I was stupid enough to think otherwise. There we go. Oh, it's actually blowing a quite nice wind, to be honest. Then we have this green part. It's at least a lighter green than everything else, which is I'm kind of happy about. Wait. Oh, shit, it was not supposed to be yet. Whoops. I missed a part. For some reason, they kind of started doing it like manga or something, so I do like up, down, up, down. Oh, yeah, I think I did that before. I don't know how, somehow I just managed to miss it. I just saw you're gonna put the arm on something. I was like, how were you gonna put that there? There's nothing that sticks out. And there we go. I don't know what this is. I think it's like, oh, oh shit! I think it's gonna sit here. Oh, okay. I'm not gonna lie. I am impressed. Oh, we're gonna do more of the leaves we did before, but put it on here. I'm kind of impressed because if this is gonna, yeah. Wait, how many? Oh, you're gonna do this 3 times because you put them here. Oh, hold on, so you can see here, here, and here. You're gonna put these things I'm building now. That's actually really smart because I was wondering if I want to change this, how much do I need to do? How much do I need to change and just rebuild? Like for example, this was just an arm. Here, this was just an arm with leaves. I was like, okay, if I'm gonna do that, how many times do I need to do that? No, you basically have this little trunk thing, which basically hold the leaves, and then you just plop it out. That is a absolutely wonderful design because simpleness, like it's as people said at that place, like the convention. Many of these builds they had like is 1 year. Like the guy who built a rocket, I think he said that that was a 1 year build, but there was a lot of planning as well because many of the parts were also like angled. They were like bent, but they were not bendable things. They were basically like rigid things that anyway gonna needed to bend. Like, okay, how do you do that? You have to design things. I had to design over and over again, which is actually fair enough. Okay, I'm gonna forget how this is built, so I'm gonna do 2 more of these side by side of each other. So as you said, like these kind of things of doing, like the 2 year Tatooine, the fucking 4 years of like just slowly building a medieval castle and stuff. If anything breaks, you're not gonna be the person that is like, you know what, I'm giving up. I don't give a goddamn about this. I'm just gonna never care about Lego again. Because basically that's gonna happen, and it's not good to be that kind of person then, just giving up on it. And I understand that because, as I said here, it's a simple thing to basically just change the leaves here, which makes it easier than to basically have to take everything apart and build over again, just all these small parts, which is absolutely fantastic. But yeah, I can tell you something. Everything I saw over there is just completely insane. Oh, hold on. Yo, Badger! Welcome to this stream. Hold on. Oh, thank you for the resubscription as well. Sorry, I cannot sometimes see the chat because I'm sitting like 3 meters away. I'm gonna do this as well because you're a wonderful bean. And wait, when was your birthday? Was it today? I know you had your birthday stream, but I could not be there. But yes, I do hope you have a wonderful Tuesday. Wait, who's following me? Genital Talks. Yeah, welcome. Oh well. Oh, it's today. Happy birthday, Badger. It was today. Yes, happy birthday. Have a wonderful, wonderful birthday. And also, thank you so much for follow. I hope you, all of you, have a wonderful Tuesday. Yes, it's Thursday first, Tuesday. My mind sometimes is a mess. But yes, happy birthday. Absolutely. I would really want to have seen more of this stream, but I had really difficult doing that because for some reason my phone was buggy as I missed the part I'm supposed to do before everything like this again. But yeah, unfortunately I was not at home that time, which was a bit sad. I wanted to check that. But yes, have a wonderful birthday. And everyone do have a wonderful Tuesday. It is kind of a good Tuesday. Like the weather is okay. It's kind of like soggy, but that's because of like these past days. It has been just a complete utter thunderstorm, which personally I don't really give a damn about. Like I love thunderstorms. I know there are many thunderstorms or weather things that in other. It's raining over there. Oh, would not surprise me, especially if it goes like it has been like going south from here because it has been raining these past days, and the thunder is not even a joke. I'm pretty certain somewhere around within 100 meters here was hit by lightning. I am pretty certain. And I know that for a fact as well because my sister said that while I was away under the weekend, our neighbor's hen house got hit by lightning. And that is at least within 100 meters. We used to actually have a tree that was a lightning rod, but that tree is no more. So that is not doing much right now. I just realized I have a lot of many of these small leaves as well. Where are they gonna be? Yeah, I know in many countries the weather are like really destructive and stuff. So I cannot say about any other countries about this. But personally, I do like stormy weathers and stuff. But that's because I'm more used to the milder part. What the worst thing that has happened to us here is either or I don't know what beck is called in English. It's like a little stream. It's a small stream. It basically flooded and just destroyed our road. But that was because the tube inside there was actually broken, so that didn't surprise any of us. And then the lightning and everything here, like I'm used to more milder things, like the mild but stormy in a Swedish way, if we say so. But yes, I'm kind of glad it has been raining a bit though, because it has been very wonderful weather, especially when I was away. So I can't complain about that. But it has also been like you just like where is the rain? Because it would be wonderful. And yeah, these past like days has just been rain, rain, and lightning, lightning. Today has not been any rain, but you can like feel the sogginess in the air. Does my thing actually say how? No, it only seems to say how warm it is outside. BRB gonna get some the doggos out. No problem. Do take care of the doggos. The doggos always like to have walks and being outside. I know that for a fact. It just reminds me of like our neighbor's dog. Our neighbor's dog is nothing but a big baby. It's a. I think I'm so bad with names of hound species, dog species. I'm pretty certain it was a Rottweiler, and that thing is just a big baby. There we go. All right, so that is there. What I feel is, oh yeah, there's gotta be a lot. Wait, how much green and how? Oh wait, hold on. So, oh, that's gonna be sticking inside. That's sticking outside. No, wait, hold on. I'm gonna have to turn this thing so I can see from this perspective. This gonna be like that. This is gonna be like that, yes. And this. is gonna be like that. Something like that, yes. Okay. So where is all the green things gonna be? It looks more leafy when you watch it on this thing, but it might be that they do this. Just filling it up. So it's basically just gonna 33 of these things. Also, why didn't you just explain how to do this first? I love that they basically show that on the instructions here right now that, oh, you basically put the leaf and the flowers on these things, and you kind of do them in the same order as the other things. Why didn't they show that before? Why didn't you just show that before? That would have been so much simpler than to having to deal with holding them stuck and things. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna start with the leaves and then I'm gonna do the flowers. The design is nice, but like, why do it in such a strange way that you actually like put the leaves up first and then decorate them? Couldn't it have been easier decorating them while still like building the leaves? It makes things simpler. Basically, the instructions doesn't say where to plan, like where to put them. But I think when they made the instructions, they basically just had them like copied, which means they had them like I'm putting them now, which is like one further in on the green here and puts up there, and then some on the bush part itself. So basically, what they say, decorate however you want. So technically, that's probably why they say it afterwards rather than before anything. But other than that, it's just kind of fun how I did this. Uh, okay, hold on. I'm gonna have to figure out where do they put this. So they put them one to the right of the leaf and one up. So basically one here. I know it's very difficult for you to see now because I am like taking the space of this. Oh, wait a second, not there, not the big thing. Okay, the small things. Okay, now I can understand. So we're gonna put that one there. I was about to say, oh, I'm almost done. I'm kind of almost done, but not done either way. Because I am going to do the pink part as well, which is not fully aligned. Like, I'm not going to put it on here, not yet. Still, it would actually be kind of simple to exchange them, so I might as well do it just to see how it looks. But for now, I like the green part. The green part is nice. But yeah, as I said, I actually used to have a bonsai. It's technically a bush that my grandfather gave me that I could just cut down into a bonsai, but I have been leaving it now here at home for 3 years, so it's kind of outgrown a lot, actually. So it's not really a bonsai anymore. It's just a bush. It's just a big bush with kind of a weird trunk, just because of me, cutting it down. How many more of these do we have? Okay, so we have this part over here, this part over here. Same goes for this thing. I just realized the other one I kind of put on the other side there, but it doesn't matter. This is just for decoration. And then we have this one over here as well. Then we have kind of 5 more. So trying to figure out like where they put them. So I know one is kind of in the middle of the green dots we did before. So I'm gonna put one on each dot. Ah, there we go. Oh, I missed one leaf. Okay, good. How many do I have left? I have 3 left. Oh, you look at that. It actually fits. Haha. Wonderful. There you go. Whoop-a-doo. Okay, so the other flower seems to be one per leaf, I think, on the other side of the upper one here. So that one there, that one there, that one there. It really looks nice. Like, I kind of would want it to be more like stuck at one part, because when I look at this thing here, it might be the angle of how they photographed it, why it looks so much more bushier, but I kind of feel like I want it to be more bushier. It's just a preference of my own. But otherwise, like I really like how it looks. It's a nice little bonsai, and it like gives some color over here. How many do I have left? I have 4 left, but this is a very small part, so I guess one of them are extra. I like how actually Lego sometimes just take one random ass small part and give you just one extra of it, just in case. Like for example, I have one of the green horns, one of the magnifying glass, a white dot, a tire, and this green flower. Basically because what if you drop one of them? They don't have extra for everything because that would be much more pricier. Also, we're done with the bonsai. This is our little bonsai now, so I can basically move these so they actually get a bit more bushier. Yeah, I kind of like it actually. It's a really nice bonsai. They have photographed it from this side, so it kind of feels like, of course, they're like trying to like hide a lot of it. I'm trying to find where they photographed it from. I think like this angle, but I think they must have like put this thing here and put this thing like that, because now it's more bushier. It's only bushier on one part, so I think the image of this is basically more of how the thing is angled rather than like it's being bushy. But we are gonna do the under part and the pink flowers as well. So you know what? We're just gonna remove the green flowers here, or the greenery, more or less. I think we're gonna remove this whole actually arm with this thing. There we go. There we go. And there we go. So these parts are for greenery, but now we're gonna do the cherry blossom, or as I kind of want to call them, the frog tree. Why? Because of these bastards is nothing but frogs. There is nothing but frogs in this bag. I don't even know how many. Actually, I'm gonna check. So you do use 8 frogs on one thing and 2 frogs somewhere. Well, why do you add 2 more frogs after already having 8 frogs? So 10 frogs on 2 leaves, okay. Then you're gonna do 3 of the same thing I did before, which uses 30 frogs. So that means 90. There's 100 frogs. There is 100 bloody frogs in this bag. That is insane. That's nothing but insanity. And also, these were also one of those plastic parts which is made by plant-based, or like plant-based plastic parts. Which, like, I'm not gonna lie, like they kind of work. Like, as long as you don't need anything rigid as these things, they do work. Just waited for them to actually smell like flowers. That would be neat. Okay, so now the only thing I need are these white ones and lots of frogs. There's 100 fucking frogs in here. Look at all these frogs. What? I am still astonishing by just being frogs. I like the bonsai because of how green it was. So I could have if they just had that, it would be fine. But then I realized, oh, they make a cherry blossom one as well. These cherry blossoms like working well, but having the frogs is just like I am so confused. What's going on? Oh, and apparently we're gonna have 2 more of these. So we're gonna have. Okay, wait. One is going downwards. One is going upwards. Then this one is going that side. More or less. Wrong one. Yeah, shit. There we go. Putting that there. And the same thing on the other side is going to be put so that the 2 branches stick together. Okay, so it's going to look something like this. Then you have frogs everywhere. So apparently one in the middle part on both sides, looking out like two goddamn guardians. There, get stuck. Then you have one on the outside here, apparently, and one on the inside of this thing here. One in the back end on this one in the back end of this one, and I think it's gonna be on the other side of this, which means this thing. No, wait, hold on. No, yeah, this thing. Okay, there are two of those small things, which means this thing over here. 8 frogs. There we go. So now I am confused because now we did need 2 more frogs, which apparently put in the middle of these ones, sticking out there. And then you put the flower on the far end of this one, and the far end of this one, and the same thing for the other side of this one. And then you do the same by putting it towards the inside of the thing here. So it is up on top there. Alright, so now it actually told us to do this. It's the first time these frogs have been seen in this light purple color. Purple? I would say pink, but who am I to say? Okay, so now it says here 3. I don't. Did it say 3 before, or did it say 3 afterwards? No, here it says 3 of these afterwards. Oh no, here it says actually 3 there. I missed that. Okay, I just completely missed that. All right, so it's kind of the same as before. We take 2 of these, which means we're gonna have 9 of these with a hole in it. No, 6. I don't need 3. I need 2 per each, which means I am missing 1. Here we go. So now we're gonna do the little trunk part again. Or the branching. Could you call it the branching? Because technically these are where the branches branch out. It's so weird. It's called a branch, which I understand because it's a branch of where something has been branched out. But calling it like branched out as well as... Am I just wrong when I say branched out? No. That is actually a word. I am kind of confused. I think lightning or something. I don't know. It kind of looks like it's gonna be. So I'm gonna angle them in the same direction so I know what I'm doing. And apparently you're gonna put these parts on the outside of each one of these. So it's gonna be 2 there, 2 there, and 2 on this one. Which then is gonna be like the other one. We're gonna have a part sticking out on that one, and that one together with a bit darker brown on the inside to keep everything a bit more together. And then you need one of these, I don't know, coat hangers or something. And put them pointing outwards. These are not gonna have one of the green ones because, of course, they're not really gonna have greenery, but they're gonna have like these angle ones to keep everything together. There we go. I've noticed every time anyone using a 1x2 piece, they mostly take something else that is 1x2 and then put it together somehow with a 2x2. For example, this. We have a 1x1 here, or 1x2 here, and a 2x2 here. But this one is capable of keeping this one at bay. Then we're gonna have apparently these round... Wait, why is it one round over here and the rest is over there? Okay. Is it computers that are basically making this happen? Like organizing the bags? What is it? Pink. I am still looking around, just kind of hanging while listening in the background. Hope goes well. Yes, no problem at all. It's all like lurking is no problem at all. It is no problem at all. Yeah, as I said, I'm very difficult reading the chat by now, so there are sometimes just gonna have to move my ass just to see, but there's like no problem at all. But yes, no problem. If anyone just feel of lurking, just enjoying me talking and a little building of Lego here, then absolutely knock yourself out, definitely. Okay, wait, hold on. Oh, okay. Now we're gonna do the. That's kind of interesting. They are basically just symmetrically making these things, because I'm gonna do the same as before. I am basically gonna do one backwards, one forwards, and then I'm gonna take another one and put so the small ends of these are like overlapping. And I'm gonna do this by I don't know how many times. How many times do I need to do this? It's 3 by each, which means like 9 times. Damn. All right. I'm gonna do the frogs afterwards because goddamn, trying to do all of these right now would be pain. I'm gonna do like one step at a time here, because I'm gonna do the same as before with the frogs apparently. So it's still gonna keep the symmetry as up here on the bonsai already. Hopefully you can see that. I don't know like where the bonsai is on my screen. There we go. Okay, and another white branch or leafing. And another one. There we go. Oh, well, another one. I need one of the branches first because I'm done with that one. So one down, one up, one to the right, one to the left. There we go. Another one. Something I kind of want to try sometime, which I need mostly the parts for, and it's going to be hell of actually getting, is getting a 3D model. And I mean like digitally. Not too detailed, because having it too detailed is just going to ruin everything. And if it is too detailed, that means that I'm going to have to make it a humongous ass piece of work. Oh, I just made one of these like backwards. Because there is a thing you can do in Blender, which allows you to, on the outside of everything, it's called like a node, symmetry node or something, I don't know. Basically to say you can give it some sort of rules, like kind of like a texture, but instead the like yeah, fixing around with the geometry instead. Oh, it's called geometry node, I think. I don't know if I just said that, but I feel I did not say that. And basically, I have learned a way to make things out of Lego. Basically, I only take a mesh. I used Miss Valkyrie's dragon one that I made before. I actually have it up in the shelf behind me. And I put it in that system and was capable of actually making out of Lego. Because what I do is telling it on the outside end of this mesh, put one of these things in. And then I'm basically also telling it like a rule of you're gonna always have to be like this by this away from it. Just to tell it, instead of having the parts like being merged into each other, I tell them be side by side, because I'm using like a rule of 1 by 1 Lego brick basically. So it would be interesting of one day getting a textured mesh of something and make it into Lego. Kind of like how they did with like men, like for example on the convention I went to. Whenever you like go to a store sometimes or going somewhere else, like mostly stores or something that has to do with Lego, you see a lot of like the Lego heroes, if we say so. Basically like minifigures made by nothing but big Lego bricks, which is like a, what is it? Is it times 100 or something? I don't know in size. And oh, sorry if the camera, by the way, shakes sometimes, and my phone is vibrating. I completely forgot to turn it off. Do apologize for that. But yeah, most of the time they just do Lego things by that. They don't like do other things. in a sense, if that makes sense. Hold on, I'm trying to just figure out what I'm doing here right now. That's gonna be there, that's gonna be there. Then we have one over at this side on the back one. And one up there. How many did I need? It's 30, but that's because it's times 3. Because I think it's like 4. Okay, so like that. Then we're gonna do that there. I'm gonna use this as an example because I'm gonna get lost in what the hell I'm doing here right now. So that would be interesting of instead of just taking something out of Lego and make it into a bigger Lego thing, like a BB-8 or like a Lego minifigure, basically just take a like and I don't know 3D VTuber avatar and basically just make it into a big Lego build, which of course is just gonna basically be a 1x1 piece build, sort of. Like I know that 1x1s can't really fit things together, especially like this, because then you need to always have something underneath like a support, which means you cannot have them just float in midair. But anything that is like mainly that thick, if we say so, it can be like a 1x3, 1x6 and stuff like that. Sometimes a 2x2 depending on like how the edges look at it. But that would be interesting to do someday if I had like the money and shit for it. And I would basically just like take a good model of something that is also is textured, not like too much textured, but still very good textured, and basically just make into a model, make it a little Lego piece thing. Like I'm not joking. I'm waiting for the rain to come again. The clouds out there are really dark. Well, really and really, they're kind of dark. Holy crap! Just putting these frogs here is gonna take the most time out of this build. There is 100 frogs in this build. I would want to just go on the internet and search which Lego build has the most frogs. And they are gonna tell me it is the bonsai one. Like, if they don't say that, I'm gonna be shocked. Because now I'm not just talking about like, oh, how many here? Oh, it's basically that many. I'm talking about like in in one build, not like, oh, I have these ones and I have like 100 of them. Like, no, I am talking about like one build here. Like, how many frogs does one build have? Because 100 frogs on this thing is just insane. It looks really funny though. It really does look funny. I do love it actually said that like, oh, it's the first time this like hue of frog has been made for Lego. And there's no one that even says like this is the most frogs that has been ever created with Lego or for a Lego piece. No, it's just a hue. It has nothing to do with how many. No one cares how many frogs. 100 frogs is not enough. There we go. But yes, so I'm not gonna do like more Lego builds today after this. Like I am still having the back part of this, like the lower part of this, the little standy thing. Oh, there. So I'm gonna do that, but like I'm not gonna do like the Tranquil Garden. I'm not gonna do like the Droideka. Those are for other streams. Because I bought as much as I could with the money I had. Because as I said before, I got 25% off. Like I basically just went for it because it actually got quite much cheaper. Because I got the 25% off. So I was just like, yeah, let's just do it. Let's just get Lego builds, especially those I love. The Droideka I cannot say like I love, not like the build itself. I cannot say like it's bad because I've not built it yet, but it's one of my favorite droids from Star Wars. So that is basically the rule of why I got that. But the bonsai and the tranquil garden, I have always like whenever I saw an aisle of just Lego, I'd some most of the times just managed to see that, and I was basically just like, oh, I really want to get that, but it's so bloody expensive. I think about the tranquil garden. I feel like either it was the tranquil garden. Oh, I missed the flowers, or it was something that was similar to it. But basically, I love both of these when I saw them. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna have to get these two. Then I got myself, as I showed before, a stormtrooper mech. Just because of having something to build myself rather than just having to wait for each stream and then stream them. So I just didn't just have stream builds. I had like something I could just do myself. I even got something called a BB. Hold on, I'm gonna see if I can find a BB. Because the BB was a self-designed thing, which is just you could get the base thing, which is like a, I think it's like a baby, little baby thing, and basically it was just a self-designed thing. You could get it for like three 30 Swedish kronor, which is like $3 approximately. Like, don't take me like too much about that. I just know that most of the times it's like times 10 or divided by 10 more or less, depending on which way you go. But it looks kind of adorable, so I just felt like, yeah, you know what, let's do that. Because the way he had designed it was that it could always change. Like, you could make one looking like Batman and stuff like that. Ah, there we have it. I thought it was actually still in my big ass Lego bag. There we go. So basically, this is a BB. A little baby thing. Just a little bag. So he had many different of these. You couldn't buy the difference of them. Like, you could only buy the main thing, and basically you do what you want with it. Basically, do you want it to look like Batman? Find some Batman parts and make it Batman. Do I want to dress this thing in 100 frogs? I can try to do that, but under 100 frogs would not fit on it. But yeah, I kind of like that one. There was actually one that sold like a midsummer pole. I kind of wanted to buy that, but I don't know. Well, like, even if I bought all of these big things, I was still kind of against like buying some extra stuff as well, because I was like no, like way too much money. I was kind of trying to be cheap, but at the same time not, because it's as my father said, like, this was technically a birthday present, so it was just like, have fun. He even paid for a lot of the things I was gonna do. Like, I got like a capital of what I could use, and they helped out with paying like the ticket down and the hotel and stuff. The hotel was like, I'm pretty certain more expensive than the actually Lego thing that I got, even together with the price, with the ticket and everything I bought, which is kind of insane. That was actually a good room. I showed it on the video as well. Like, no one can see the video yet, but I did make a vlog. I'm still trying to edit it a bit, slowly but surely, at least. I don't know how long it's gonna be, because like I have a lot of videos, but many of them are like just 1 to 5 minutes tops. So it might be like I think how far I've gotten now. It might be like 20 minutes or something like that. Holy shit, we're almost done with these. We're almost done using all the frogs, if they haven't given us an extra frog. Wouldn't surprise me. We thought of how many frogs you need for this build. Like, what the actual... No, actually, they only have enough. No? Oh, yeah. I was like, there is supposed to be 5, not 4. There we go. But I had a lot of fun over there, actually. The problem was like the train, because most of the time, The train, like the train itself, is good as long as you choose the right one, because it takes 3 hours to get down there with one change. But at that day, there were only two of those trains. One in the afternoon around 5, which means I would get down there by 10. Also, we got an extra flower. Not a frog, but a flower, which is shocking. And then you're just gonna. I can't even see how they put it on this thing because it's just pink and white everywhere. But basically, so you could either get there like around 10 in the evening, or you could take the train around 7 and get there 10. But those were the two good times. There are other times as well, but then basically you're gonna have to like go across half of Sweden, which it technically already is, and go like 8 hours with like 5 changes of train. Like, no, like I don't need that. I don't even want that. So yeah, I basically came down there around 10, and the hotels most of the time open up for people to check in around 3, which means I had like 5 hours of just walking around doing stuff. So I had 2 days just being able to just walk around, enjoying the sighting and everything. Which, as I've said, I have been like staying down there. Holy shit, this thing is like so difficult to actually put together here. How am I supposed to even do this? That thing is kind of in the way. Everything here is like in the way right now. Hold on. I'm gonna have to like, okay, I'm gonna put it like this then. Jesus, these frogs was more difficult to actually put up here than anything else. Because they like hitting the trunk and everything. It's kind of nice looking anyway, just because of like how much fluffiness this thing has. Of course, yes, when you look closer to on it and just see frogs, it's kind of like, what the actual shit am I looking at? But otherwise, it's really nice looking. And unfortunately, you're gonna have to look at the top part of this because thanks to these parts just being dirt, I can't turn this around. Oh, hold on. With 100 frogs available, this is the greatest. No, oh, here it says. Here it says. I was wondering it's gonna say that 101. Oh, right, the brown frog. I completely forgot about the brown frog. There's a 100 frogs in this set. This is the greatest number of frogs used in any single Lego set. I knew it. I knew this was one, like the set that has the most frogs in it. Thank you for clarifying that. I bloody knew it. But yes, now we're gonna do the stand for the pot itself. You don't need it because technically I think, well, technically you need one of the flower things up top of this thing, definitely. But otherwise you could choose which one of these to basically make. So it wasn't really a sort of, oh, you're gonna have to make everything of this, but it kind of gave you like a choice of what would you want to do first. Do you want to do the green part? Do you want to do the pink part? Or do you want to do the under part? So we made the green first because I like the green one. The green one was nice. I'm not gonna say the pink one is not good. The pink one is really good, but I like the green one. I like the greenery of it. And there we go. Everything is like just brown here, so trying to like show everything that's going on is gonna not be easy. This one is gonna be. Oh, I put them in the wrong direction. Whoops. They're supposed to be put inwards, these things. So these are kind of like seats. They're not gonna be seats, but they look like seats. They're like an angled thing. And they were gonna be inwards, not outwards. There we go. Because this thing here is gonna be behind them. There we go. Then you're gonna have these parts because these are the one that have notches in them. Put them behind there. You're gonna have two of these. Is there anything that are longer? No, they're not. That means it's good. Just checking, because if there's anything that is longer, that means I'm gonna have to basically count them, and that's gonna be a pain in the ass to do. Then you're gonna have two of these again, one on the outside, on each side, and then we're gonna have the angled ones, the angled dots on the outside, well, knobs, I don't know. Gonna take these 1 by, what is it, 6? Yeah, 1 by 6. No, 2 by 6, not 1 by 6, on each of the side here. Oh, no, actually. Oh, no, wait, okay, yeah, it is gonna be like that, but as it showed me before, it showed me to do things twice. I think I missed that again. Yes, it said doing this twice. I don't know why. I never really check off what I'm building. I'm mostly just checking what part do I need to do right now. So I missed that. It just told me to do this twice. And that's why one of the 2 by 6 is basically not shown on that part, because it's just gonna be stuck on the other side of this thing. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna take the 1 by 2's half or third. I don't know like how thick these are. They're like a third, right? I think they're a third, or it's a fourth. Yeah, like for anyone out there that is like an expert on Lego, I don't know the names. I don't really care about the names. I'm just saying something. Like the only names I am kind of good with is sizes. 1 by 2, 2 by 2, stuff like that. Calling them basically like an half Swiss cheese, extra millennium, half something is just okay. I'm out. I don't need to know that. Too much information. I think I've done the big one. Oh, there it is. Underneath everything. There we go. And on the outside was one of these long ones, right? Yeah, it was. I'm gonna have a long one there to put these together. And another long one. Also these notches ones as well. We have one notch there, and we had, oh, there's the long one. I know I had another nudge one. Nudge, there we go. Or nudge. Knob. I don't know. Something else, knobs on the inside here. That's basically why. And then I'm gonna put this on this, which means that now I can do this and basically put these together. So it didn't show me how to build the whole thing, it showed me how to build two parts and put it together. So yeah, it just showed me put everything together now. So now I'm gonna use 4 of these, I think. And oh, put them on the inside. I was like, where am I actually gonna put these? Because I can't find where to put these. There's gonna be on the inside, on the angled ones over here. I was kind of confused, like where do you want me to put them? Because if I put them up here, that means I'm gonna do something on the inside and the outside, and that's just gonna like mess up the balance. Well, here comes the mess up of the balance, because I'm gonna build, well, technically not. It's just by one over here, so that still works. Also, these are basically to make it even and more designed, but also keeping it all together, because these one with the nudges wasn't really gonna help with that. Holy shit, now I need a, how many? 28. I need a lot of 28 2 by 1s with one knob in the middle. It really smells like wet outside. Also, I think I can like feel it in my body, like the whole, how it should be raining or like storming again. There we go. And continue getting these, because as I said, we need 28 of these, so it's just to continue. It's gonna be like this for both parts, because I think I am gonna, is there like small, or they're like 3 by 1s? Oh, there is a few gold bars as well, or no, not gold bars. It kind of look like gold bars, but they're brown. Because often when you get these, they're meant to be like gold bars. I think like I got. Did I? Yeah, didn't I get like a forklift once when I was younger with like a thing with a gold bar? Or am I just imagining that? No, I feel like I remember it somewhere. Either I got that or like it was my grandmother or grandfather had something like that at home. There we go. Oh, this was there we go. And became uneven. Am I missing one of these? Oh, another one of the gold bars. Another one of the gold bars. I don't think the gold bars are gonna be used for actually sitting in the in between all of these. Because oh well, for first of all, this one is a wrong one. Kind of glad to make these, but I have so many of these right now. It's kind of insane. Are they gonna have something in the middle here, or are they actually gonna be knobs in the middle of these? Don't complain about that. It's just curious because everything right now has been so evened out that I'm just kind of curious. Also, I'm gonna check what time it is after this because this is not today's stream. This is an extra stream. So I am gonna continue with Ace Attorney. The only thing is I don't know if I'm gonna do it directly after this, which I might actually do and just have a long stream today because I've missed a few streams. Or how if I'm gonna wait and start it at my normal time because that was kind of the plan, but I didn't know when I was gonna be done with the Lego, so I started it kind of early. Okay. Oh yeah, so we are gonna use the knob things. They're not gonna be, we're not gonna have like these notches here, but we are gonna have these and put in between. So we're not gonna have anything that is even. Oh, that's because these things I'm gonna have in the between the planks are gonna hide the knobs. Oh, okay, that explains. That explains. So it's still gonna be even. It's just that we don't do per second one here. We're basically just getting it every half one here. So apparently 13 times I'm gonna take one of these dark brown with a light brown and put it in between these. There we go. And then we put with the one with the not so really looks nice actually. I'm just gonna decorate my my table. I think I don't know really where to have it just yet. I think my table. That's where I'm sitting right now. I'm gonna have the green one. The pink one. Where am I gonna store the pink one? I'm gonna have to find a way to a place to store the pink one. There we go, and there we go, and voila. Kinda halfway. Not fully, but kinda. Kinda interesting though. I have gummy or rubber for this thing, so it stands evenly, but I don't have anything for this one. But it's kind of nice detail though, that having the rubber underneath so it doesn't like move around too much. Also, I still can't like. There are two things that I'm not disturbed by, but it's like taking my peek with this, and that is how many frogs there is in this thing, and how I just made like Lego dirt. Inside here, there is nothing holding those dots there. They're just so they're basically just take the bag and pour it in. I have a bag of or a bonsai planting with just a lot of knob dirts around it or top dirt, something. I think it's really funny though, but still, it's like you don't even like put them there. You don't like trying to make it even because of all the uneven parts there. It might just make it much difficult. But just a way of just to hide all the ugly parts, just pour dirt on it. That is such a weird detail. It's a lovely detail, but it's a weird detail. Am I missing a part? Oh no, it's hiding behind here. So yeah, now we have basically this thing where this thing is gonna stand on now afterwards. But there is still the under part of this, which is gonna be these ones. One over here. One over here. one over here and one over here. Basically to put all of these together a bit, like hold them more tighter. And the same thing goes with these, because these are gonna hold these a bit more. Then you are apparent. Wait, hold on. I kind of missed something here, I think. Okay, so then you need these four. You're gonna put them outward. No, oh, not outwards. It's gonna put them on the in middle of these four inwards here, because they're not fully stuck out. I see on this side. It's actually gonna keep them there, kind of really tight together. Actually, um. Oh, okay. So they're basically telling me to take two of these, two of these. So this one is gonna have two downwards, and two on this side. So two on the right, two on the left, to make it look a bit more prettier. So the first one is apparently going to be over here like that, and this one is going to be over here like that. Then you take these two and do the same thing. It's just making sure that the kind of gold bar looking thing stands outside, and that was this done. So now now it just tells me to change from one way to another. Oh, holy shit, inspirational models. What the hell is that? It kind of looks like a wait, that's just made up by, that's insane. This one here is just made up of these things. Oh, hold on, there we go. These things. This one. But these are some inspirations, basically, how they made some of these. They're not real sets. It's just like that guy we saw before, he made bonsais. So they are basically like inspirations how to make some of these. We have like one with just Lego dudes standing up. Bionicle masks, shrubbery, dolphin. I don't know what that is. Holy shit. Feedback and win. Nah, I don't know how old this set is actually. So this was a really nice one. So now I have this thing which is gonna slide around, but now I have this. So I now have a bonsai. As I said, I can't really like I can do a bit like this to show the side of it, because otherwise everything is gonna fall out, which is gonna be insane. But you know what? Before I go over to check some stuff with time and things, am gonna do. I'm gonna change this to green because I like the green. There we go. I like the little greenery of this. Oh, hold on. There we go. But whoever designed this, it was a very good design, especially the part of, oh, you want to change between pink and green. Instead of having to basically just pull everything apart and put everything together again, we have this very fancy, easy to use bush parts, which works really efficiently. There we go. Just changing a bit how they put. Oh, I'm gonna do that. And I'm gonna do this. So yeah, this was basically the Lego build for today. I don't know when I'm gonna do the next one. I thought of kind of doing it tomorrow, but I think tomorrow might just be. I'm not gonna do it tomorrow. I might do it another day. But I'm not gonna build the other one without like doing it as a stream. So now I have a bonsai. It's a really nice bonsai. As I said, like the green feels like it could be more green, like a bit more here and stuff like that. But otherwise, I really do like this one. Ah, a B. I think I saw a B. He's so nice. There we go.